I created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution.
Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Tyler Shore, here yet again. Let's get right into it. All right, we are officially apparently in full swing because for the second week in a row, we have another jam-packed edition of Recap Wednesday coming at you. And we're gonna dive right in all the action from last weekend, starting with the Fit World Pro Classic Physique. For the first time in his IFBB career, Eric Brown found himself in the winner's circle when the smoke cleared, thanks in large part to some pretty impressive conditioning. The number 2 spot went to Damian Patrick, who put together the best overall look of his career on the way to edging out eventual 3rd place finisher Daniil Famponte. Sorry if I butcher your name. 4th place went to Paul Kanu. And rounding out the top 5, we had Justin Guadarina, who might be a name to watch out for and learn how to correctly say as the season goes on. All right, next up, we head down to the great state of Texas for the Houston Tournament of Champions Pro Wellness, where the big headline comes from your winner, Amanda Burnett, who continues to prove why she's one of the best young talents in this division after delivering another big-time performance on the way to collecting another win. Sliding into the runner-up spot, we had Jen Zollers, who was really impressive in her own right here, so it wouldn't come as a major surprise if we saw her end up snagging a win at some point within the next few weeks. Second-year pro Alyssa Serna got her season off to a nice start with a 3rd place finish, as did your 4th place finisher Haley Johnson, who added another strong performance to her resume. And closing out this impressive top 5 group, we had Texas's own Nicole Stewart. We had all sorts of action at the TriCity Classic, so we're going to start with men's physique, where we saw Emmanuel Hunter get his 2023 campaign started off right by cruising to an easy win here. 2nd place went to Carlos de Oliveira, who's been knocking on the door of a big-time performance a couple of times already this year. Zach Lapp returned to the stage for the first time since 2020 and managed to take home a top 3 spot. The 4th place spot went to Ricky Wilson. And rounding out the top 5, we had Kenny Privet. We also want to make an honorable shout out to Carlos Duque, who was your Masters winner here. In the open figure, Dee Jackson delivered a fantastic performance on the way to double dipping in the win column, as she brought home the hardware in both the Open and Masters divisions on the way to securing her qualification to this year's Olympia. Deshae Price brought home the runner-up spot by narrowly edging out 3rd place finisher Linda Crossley. Shanier Mateus Dees finished in 4th. And rounding out the top 5, we have Shayna Malcolm. Okay, before we get out of here today, we have a clip from the Pure Muscle and Fitness Champions, where we saw one of the best guest posing lineups that we're going to have all year absolutely electrify everyone in the building. I mean, we're talking about Nick Walker, Antoine Valiant, Dorian, Hamilton, and Quinton Eriya out there on the stage, trading shots and bringing a sort of energy that you can only hope to have every time you're out there as a bodybuilding fan. And for what it's worth, the hype machine is probably working in overdrive for Quinton Eriya right now, because what we saw from him last weekend was one of those WTF moments that we haven't seen from guest posing since Derek Lundford's legendary performance at last year's Pittsburgh Pro. The future of bodybuilding is looking awfully bright right now with these guys leading the charge, and I'm sure there are plenty of you guys out there who are chomping at the bit waiting to see what we get from Quinton when he comes back to compete again in 2024. And here we are again at the end of another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Tyler Shore. We'll see you next time.